We did have a question around the future. It'll be very quick. It'll be a last soundbite from you guys. And it's really switching it over to the consumer, which we've spent some time talking about, but actually not too much. It was the idea of like the current retail experience is very much based around being able to touch something and try something and know that the food that you're going to grab in the store is what that you feel good about consuming it. Do you think that sort of reality of what the retail experience looks like is going to shift? And if so, how do you think that shift, what do you think it will look like? Everyone here may have a different answer to that question before we wrap things up.
If you don't mind, I'll chime in here. I think it's a matter of getting the consumer to trust that you will deliver quality products to their door. It's a lot, to ask for someone to trust you to pick out, especially produce. But as they test you out, as they are happy with their experience, the more they trust you as a retailer.
Yeah, no, that's spot on. There's a generational difference as well. I don't tend to trust anybody to pick out my produce. That's partially a generational thing. I think the younger generations are much more willing to let somebody else do it because they don't consider themselves experts on it. But like Tracy said, when it comes to fresh produce, sight unseen, you have to get it right. You pretty much have to get it perfect every time, or maybe a while before they come back to you.
And Ryan, do you have one last thought on that as the farmer at the beginning of our supply chain?
Well, I would say we're going to learn two things from this whole supply chain COVID thing. Is we're going to learn where our vulnerabilities are, and we're going to learn what our priorities are. And people's priorities will change because of this, and I don't know what that looks like yet, but I'm sure that they're going to change to some degree.
Fantastic. I really appreciate that. Ilanit, any last words? You're the last one we haven't heard from.
Well, I do agree with my colleagues here, but I would add also the need for contactless delivery and safety around the fresh produce and also authenticity of the farmers. Those values which are catered for the younger generations are highly important. Adding to that also, as I mentioned before, the contactless is a post-COVID situation. So we do see a shift,